Are you an older Jewish queer and or trans person living at home or semi-independently who wants light support? Living independently could mean many things. Someone can be living at home independently or semi-independently and receive home care services and support. This is not the same as independent living. If you feel that you or someone in your household needs help or support to stay in your own home, you can request an assessment by a community case manager who works for your local health authority. If you are deemed eligible, they will organize services, which could include home care, adult daycare, or a transition to a home. Some of these services may cost money. What does this assessment entail, and who conducts it? In Vancouver, for example, you would be assessed by a community case manager from a Vancouver Coastal Health Community Health Center or unit. You can be at home for as long as you can manage. A community case manager would help establish what support is needed. This same community case manager can also refer you to the L'chaim Adult Day Center at the JCC. If you can no longer manage at home, the same community case manager will assess whether you need to be moved to assisted living or to a long-term care home. In the event you get sick while at home and are sent to the hospital, a transitional support team member in the hospital will determine whether you are unable to return home or need to go to assisted living or a long-term care home. A community case manager is based in the community health unit, and the transitional support team member is based in acute care in the hospital. You should be aware that although health authorities, care homes, and other service providers conduct intake assessments before admitting someone, these generally don't include questions about sexual orientation or other aspects of a person's gender identity. This is far from ideal, but reflects current reality. Unfortunately, it will be up to you to decide if or how you wish to provide this information or raise questions about policies and procedures. What important considerations do you need to make as a Jewish queer and or trans person at this stage? You may want to reach out to Jewish organizations for support services and outreach programs, such as the 2 Jewish community centers, one in Vancouver and the other in Victoria, the 2 Jewish family services, one in Vancouver and the other in Victoria, and Jewish Seniors Alliance in Vancouver. We also invited each JQD Seniors Initiative community partner that offers support services and outreach programs to share with us their journey towards LGBTQ inclusion. Inclusion work varies from organization to the next. For their full in-depth responses, please refer to our resource guide. You may want to reach out to LGBTQ organizations for support services and outreach programs. For a full list of LGBTQ organizations, please refer to our resource guide. You may want to have a companion visit you or someone in your home on a regular basis. This is something you would need to organize yourself, although some community organizations might offer it. For example, many municipalities have volunteers who visit older people in their homes, drive them to appointments, help with shopping. Do you need help finding care home services that are respectful of your Jewish, queer, and or trans identities? Perhaps with the help of an ally, friend, family member, community organization, or rabbi? Or do you feel comfortable finding and accessing these services on your own? For those who are caring for older Jewish, queer, and or trans people, there are no LGBTQ adult daycare centers in BC. There is one Jewish adult daycare center in Vancouver, the L'chaim Adult Daycare. They currently do not have any seniors who are openly out as LGBTQ. Management is open to receiving LGBTQ competency training upon JQD's recommendation. Please note that this video highlights the main points covered in this section. To access the resource guide in its entirety, please visit www.jqdvancouver.ca. The next video will cover information about moving into a retirement community.